Hi YouTube, how you doing? Today I want to talk about my kids, especially. I have four boys, all same father, and I wanted to talk about because me and their father are not together. We was together for 9 years, but I learned a lot during those 9 years and after. I'm still going through the healing journey. And the funny thing is, I'm not hurt from that relationship. I'm hurt from just my past decisions, if you get what I mean. Um, Making stupid decisions from my past relationships and random hookups, whatever the case that was. Anyways, my kids have taught me a lot of things because the love that they give me, I'm learning so much from how my kids and how I treat my kids also, because I always promise myself that me growing up, how the options of that I was taught being brought up, I was gonna do the complete opposite. Just because growing up, my mother didn't show me love really, wasn't affectionate. It's rare. I don't even remember her saying "I love you" or hug you. She did not give advice. She was always negative. I mean, constantly negative. She was always on my weight. I needed to lose weight. How I look. It was just negative on my mom's side. My dad, he was a loving father. Loving father. He did the best he can. Of course, he's not from United States. He's from Haiti. So he did the best he can, and he thought he can. But one thing is, keeping your kids inside, closed off from the world, is a bad idea, and that's what he was trying to do. But because now when you send your kids outside to the world, they're lost because you did not show them as a child and growing up in their teenagers what the outside world can be. I didn't even go to prom because I wasn't allowed to go to prom or go to certain like events in school or participate in a lot of things. So I mean, I looking back, I do appreciate that, but at the same time, once I left for college, why you think I got four kids? Like once you sheltered a kid so much, once they're on their own, that's it. They're gonna be so wild and let loose and whatever the case may be, just because they've been sheltered in for so long. They haven't experienced, hanging out with friends or going to parties and stuff like that. So anyways, but what I've learned, which I did the complete opposite of what I was taught as a child, was showing my emotions and for them to show their emotions. It's okay for boys especially to show, because I have four boys. It's okay for them to be emotional too, okay? Because this world and age, they tend to make boys hold on their emotions, which is a bad idea, because I understand when I hold my emotion, I get more angrier and angrier, and then when I explode, that's not a good look. It's not, because when you explode, things happen. Sometime words get exchanged, and you can't really take that back. So yeah, it's best for them to show their emotions, even though if they're sensitive, let it all out, and not for them to hold it in, because that's a bad habit. I mean, to me, I feel like that's a bad habit. And another thing, my kids show so much love to me. Like sometimes I'm gonna sit here and be honest with you, one on one. Sometimes I'm so shocked because I don't know what that love feels like being a kid. If you kind of understand what I'm saying. it's weird to me getting that type of love when my kids say, "Oh, I love you, mommy. Thank you." And I'm like, okay. I used to say I love you and thank you, but the thing I'm trying to say is being reciprocated from the parent side, because I always say I love you too. I always tell them you're welcome. I didn't get that as a child, it's just I got a cold-hearted person when it comes to my mom, and I always promise myself that I would do the opposite that I was taught growing up. And I would definitely show as much love towards my kids as possible, even though I'm learning myself also. I'm teaching myself also how to love myself and how to heal myself, because I've been through a lot, including past trauma, childhood trauma. The childhood trauma is just my mother's side. My father's side, I feel like he was the best parent for me. And growing up as a kid, I used to be like, I wish it was just my dad. I just wish it was just my dad and me. But other than that, yeah. But my kids are so loving, and I love God for just giving me beautiful kids and loving kids at that, because I don't know, if it was by myself, if I was just by myself, I don't know if I would have went through, because their love gives me strength every day for me to get up and have a purpose of why I should go hard. Why I should go hard, and why I need to accomplish what I need to accomplish for the sake of my kids. Like, girl, if I was a millionaire, I would buy land, properties, whatever, leave for my kids. Put up a trust fund, do investment. One thing a lot of people don't know they could do is add a user on your credit card, which I did towards my kids, because by the time they grow up, but make sure you don't mess up your credit. By the time the kids grow up, already their credit is established, because your assistance of paying your bills on time, your credit card bills or whatever bills that has the added user, has helped them establish credit, meaning they could get their first credit card. Hopefully they are responsible of paying their credit card bills on time. And two, they could, if it's possible, you never know, they could be the best YouTuber, football player, whatever. They could purchase their own property. They could do a lot of things, purchase their car at the age of 18 without okay, now I got to build my credit. And it takes time to build your credit. It takes years to build someone's credit. But yeah, I don't know. It's stupid for people to go based on credit, but that's my thought before I get bashed up in here. But yes, add them as your authorized user on your credit card, so they could boost their credit scores. I mean, small things. If you can't afford like a trust fund, getting properties, and like this small other things, you could open account. Not checking. Well, you could also open a checking and savings account, but there's this account, I forgot the name, it's not coming up, which I have. It's on Coins. It takes your change and invests it into the child's accounts every time you purchase something. I forgot what's the account. That's a shame. But it takes the rest of the change every time you purchase something to invest the child account, and then add interest to it. Yeah, it may not be much, but at the same time, you're starting from somewhere. I mean, you're starting from somewhere, and the way this economy going, baby, you have to have a lot of patience and preparation with having kids and preparing your kids for the real world, because this economy is like, you do not know what it's gonna be like in the future, because the government is, I don't want to say, but you always need to prepare for the future. And it's selfish for you to, like, okay, for instance, my mom has a house. She don't want to pass on her house or belongings to her kids. That's a selfish choice, right? But I'm okay with that, because I feel like sometimes you have to get your things on your own. But she does not want to leave anything for her kids. But like I told you, growing up, I'm trying to do everything opposite from what I was brought up as a child, okay, for my kids. So, and there's a lot of selfish people out there, there's a lot of selfish parents out there. They feel entitled that they work so damn hard that they shouldn't share anything with their kids. But it depends, because I understand if there are, oh wow, she got 4 kids? Oh no, yeah, I'm sorry. Train of thought. No, I'm sorry. That's anyways, I'm being nosy. It depends, because there's kids that are like messed up, and they want to take advantage of parents and stuff like that. But there's kids that actually help their parents, and their parents don't give a damn about them helping them out. But it's up to you guys. What are your train of thoughts of what I'm talking about? But my kids have shown so much that I feel like I owe them so much, because mentally they have given me the growth and strength for me to be a better person, to love myself, to continue my healing journey in ways that I can't imagine. Because trust me, if it wasn't for my kids, I don't think this world is not, just thinking about it, for me is not where I want to be in, just because people are so mean, people are cruel, people take advantage of nice people, and it's just not, I'm really genuinely a nice person. But a lot of time, a lot of people that I knew took advantage of me, and I felt drained. I literally felt drained. And that's selfish of people out there to literally drain. Sometimes parents be draining their own kids. Sometimes parents could be draining their own kids. But let me leave it at that. Please subscribe to my channel. Tell me how you guys feel. Okay, thank you very much for listening to me. Have a good day, and please stay safe.